accident. An unfortunate incident, often with bad results. Not a nice experience. I'm really sorry to hear you had an accident at the skating rink. Sadly, I had an accident, so no sports for me for a while. Address. A place where someone lives, where letters or packages can be sent. I can't read the address written on this envelope. Could you please give me your new address so I can send you a Christmas card? Advice. An opinion or recommendation offered as a guide as to what you should do or how you should act in a particular situation. Can I give you a piece of advice? I need advice on which computer to buy. Afraid. Worried that something undesirable or bad will happen. Feeling fear. My friend has always been afraid of heights as well as spiders. Don't be afraid to say what you think. Arrive. To reach a place at the end of a journey, to get to your destination. I excitedly got off the train when we arrived in Prague. What time will my package arrive? Badly. In a way that is not acceptable or of good quality, in a severe or harmful way. The houses around the island were badly damaged from the storm. Fortunately, none of the passengers were badly hurt in the crash. Because. Use when you are giving reason for something. For the reason that. Since. We didn't enjoy the day because the weather was so awful. She's studying hard because she has a test tomorrow. Become. To start to have a feeling or quality, or to start to develop something. To start to be. Pollution from cars has become a major problem. Margaret Thatcher became the UK's first woman Prime Minister in 1979. Bored. Feeling tired and impatient because you do not think something is interesting. After a while, I got bored and left the conference. People are getting bored of doing nothing during the lockdown. Cafeteria. A restaurant, often in a factory, college or office, where people collect food and drink from a serving area and take it to a table themselves after paying for it. For dining, resort cafeterias often serve inexpensive breakfasts. Students complained about the cafeteria food. Century. A period of 100 years. That school has been founded about a century ago. It took more than a century to complete the cathedral. Conversation. An informal talk in which people exchange news, feelings and thoughts. They had a short conversation in French and seemed to be disagreeing about something. Do you remember our conversation about the latest Avengers movie? Classical. Belonging to a traditional style or set of ideas, considered to be of lasting value. I am a massive fan of classical music. Classical ballets are still popular and gaining attention from younger audience. Dangerous. Something that is able to harm or kill someone, not safe and risky. Snow and ice are making driving conditions dangerous. I'm not allowed to play American football because my parents think it's dangerous. Difference. A way in which two or more people or things are not like each other. The contrast between two things. What's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Try and spot the differences between these two pictures. Directions. Instructions that you give to someone about how to find a particular place. I think we're lost. We have to ask someone for directions. My classmate gave me directions to his house, but I found them rather confusing. Document. A paper or set of papers with written or printed information, especially of an official type. An original or official paper. It is important to put very important documents in a safe place. Sadly, a lot of the financial documents were destroyed in the fire. Electricity. The power that is carried by wires or cables and is used to provide light or heat. Used to make machines work. The farm was very isolated, but it had electricity. Paying regular bills such as gas and electricity is required every month. Empty. A place that does not have any people in it, having nothing inside. It was 2 o'clock in the morning and the streets were completely empty. Could you pick up the empty water bottles over there? Even. Used to show that something is surprising, unusual, unexpected, or extreme. Most companies have suffered a drop in their profits, even very large companies, because of the economy. As a result of her kindness, Emily became even more popular to a lot of students. Exhibition. An event which objects such as paintings are shown to the public, a situation in which someone shows a particular skill or quality to the public. The museum is showing an exhibition of black and white photographs. A collection of rare books is on exhibition at the City Library. Fact. A piece of information that is known to be true, situations, events, etc., that really happened and have not been invented. I borrowed a book full of interesting facts about plants. First of all, we need to gather all the facts before we start writing our research paper. Fail. To not succeed in what you're trying to achieve or expected to do. To not do what is expected or needed. If I fail my driving test again, I'm going to give up. My friend failed maths but passed all his other subjects. Find out. To get information after trying to discover it or by chance. To learn by study, observation or search. Did you find out whether there are any tickets left? It's a surprise party, so I don't want her to find out about it. Follow. To go, walk, drive behind or after someone else. To go in the same direction as a road or path. My little brother's been following me around all day. Follow the road for a mile, then turn right. Garage. A building where a car is kept, built next to or as part of a house. A place where motor vehicles are repaired. I'll just go and put the car in the garage. My father's car is at the garage and it might take a week. Glad. Pleased and happy about something. We're so glad that we don't have to go back to that scary building. I'll be glad when this lockdown is over. Granny. Your grandmother, an old woman. There never was a greater storyteller than my granny. I saw a few grannies sitting on the bench at the shopping mall. Guitar. A musical instrument usually made of wood with 6 strings and a long neck, played with the fingers or plectrum. He played classical guitar and our music class was one of the most enjoyable hours for me. I saw an old man sitting on the grass strumming his guitar. Happen. To occur as an event, process or result. To come into existence. It's impossible to predict what will happen next. What will happen when we won't be allowed to go back to school in the next couple of months?